We be them champions. I got a drop, ball in the box, we be them champions. I'm repping the squad, badge on the top, we be the champions. Getting them gone, I bang on the up, just like a champion. See the way that I manage this team. Always getting hella messy out here. See the way that we damage your team. Always getting hella techie out here. See the way we dismantle your team. On the field, we just bang on the green. We might leverage a man on the screen. Like, I don't talk. Blood, you ain't Gary, never low. Carry a coach. 8 balls, better back it up, bro. 10 yards, better back it up. 10 on the ball, that package to bro. On the move like any other code. When we shoot, you know we bang for the goal. When you shoot, you know it ran for a throw. Trying to play your fans on the low. I know your fans in the stadium. Bear man on the wing, cause they got cross like Trent trying to hit chest and craniums, really trying to kick it out like racism. 2 foot large in your star, man, couldn't really care what you paid for him. And it's all about Sterling in our land, so you know we're making it. Straight to the top, moving like clock, we be them champions. I got a drop, ball in the box, we be them champions. I'm repping the squad, badge on the top, we be the champions. Getting them gone, I bang on the up, just like a champion. Straight to the top, moving like clock, we be them champions. I got a drop, ball in the box, we be the champion. I'm repping the squad, badge on the top, we be the champion. Getting them gone, I bang on the arm, just like a champion. You see me, captain, Houdini. They thought the move was down, but we came right.
Yo. My dog. Yo, it's your boy Trunkie.
Yo, what's going on? It's Maxi.
And you're on the Chat with Champions. So,
First official episode.
Hey, listen.
This is the first official episode.
Listen, you don't need to understand, yeah?
Get into it.
The hassle that it was to get this guy to come on camera. Hey, you probably won't come back on it again, so enjoy the episode. But yeah, man.
Yeah, no, it's not, yeah. Yeah, man. So you telling me,
bro, we finally put it together.
Here.
Yeah, man. Man.
We finally on the pitch.
And yeah, it was getting all this together was definitely a journey. Definitely, I think something that we want to talk to you a lot about. I mean, how did it start? What? A little challenge
downstairs and you was recording.
Yeah, who was it? Shout out Marcy. It was Marcy's challenge, Marcy Phonics. I had like a rap challenge basically on Instagram. I think T showed me actually.
Shout out T.
Yeah, shout out T.
Come on.
So yeah.
Bitter, innit? Bitter, no?
Yeah.
Was it, not T bitter.
No.
T.
Yeah, T.
Okay.
I don't even know if he wants his name all out there and that, so I'm calling him T. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? Man, seeing it now, I was like, yeah, I wanna do this still. So, you know, I always flipping come and show you whatever. But I was just like, yeah, run with it. I must have obviously every time I do a challenge or whatever, you know me, I always go the extra mile. So I made it
to
into
be
like,
fair, sorry to cut you. I was like, when I heard him doing it, I was like, there's no point really doing these covers and that. It's a waste of time. Not because I didn't like the song. I just feel like, obviously, when we do music, obviously, we'll get into that a bit later, but when we do covers more time, it only goes so far, or it's pointless, isn't it, really? Not pointless, but for us, you do a cover, it is what it is, and that's about it. Fizzles out.
Obviously, Ace is the business mind of the thing. More so,
yeah.
for me. For me, like I just hear it and I just like it, and like I said, it was just
You're doing it for the music, isn't it?
Yeah, and to be fair,
I was doing it for the business side in that sense. Yeah, that's why more so. Yeah,
and it was during the whole lockdown period. So, and I'll be honest, to be fair, them time there, I wasn't, obviously everyone's mental state wasn't in the greatest place, and for me, it was just a chance to do a little something extra, and then I made it into a song, and it was called Champions League. Freestyle or something, or Champions League challenge, something like that. So obviously, man did the football bars, went to the park, did the football challenge.
To be honest, so where it was, so I think it was Champions League freestyle or something, and then we had a Champions League football. In
as
cover.
well.
Yeah, so we was like, rah, boom. It's just all connecting. It's weird. And then we had a bottle. And then we just had like some of our logos and stuff, and we just put bits together. It was just a makeshift thing, this little mess around thing. We weren't even gonna probably put it out, to be honest. We were just gonna see how it was.
Just to go on the Insta, it literally was just a challenge.
And we went there, done it, shot it.
Killed it. Yeah, obviously.
Done. Come on,
man, like Corbs. Listen, you crazy. And yeah, so then we basically made it into a music video. It was like it was a tune. What was it? Just hook, first verse, made it into a proper song, recorded like a proper song, did the video, put it a video and everything, put it on the Insta, and then from that it just got
spiraled on, innit?
Yeah, it just got bigger. We just made it bigger, didn't we? And what's it called? Made it into a song. Yeah, man. A lot of back and forth.
Yeah, there was obviously. So obviously, yeah. So it started off with a few of us, a couple of us, like me, a couple of people, my cousin and Marcy and that, and it just obviously we were going in different directions. So we had the idea. We thought, boom, we'll make it into a song, hit Marcy up, and then we took it one step further, and then yeah, man. Obviously, things didn't materialize how we wanted it to. And like, listen, it's the industry, and it doesn't always pan out how you plan it. So yeah, it just kind of fizzled out in that sense. But for me personally, what I loved about this was it was bigger than even us, and even the little disagreements that we did have. For me, I was on the tip where I was like, listen, it was
also the best.
Had the drama, even in between. Me and him we had a big drama. To be fair, we only have one every
1 or 2 every year.
Yeah, but we had a big one. and I dropped out the group chat and that. And they was all hollering me, like saying, yo, bro, come back. And you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about an individual person. It was the campaign and the song, just for what it meant and how good the song sounded with everybody on the track. It was meant to be at the time, you know what I mean? But obviously, yeah, long story short, it fizzled out. And we just kept it going. You put a second verse on.
Yeah, I put a second verse on. And obviously we was always, like I said, it was during the COVID time and that, so we was always gonna aim to donate some of the streaming money and stuff to a charity. I think it was, what charity was it to start with? I think he was gonna do UK
NHS,
Sport.
I think. Oh yeah.
NHS, UK
as
Sport.
well, yeah.
Something like that was gonna do. And then yeah, flipping, what's it called? Then we did what's it called? We basically set up a football challenge for it.
This is what April times, isn't it?
April times, yeah, like
so
April.
Hazy.
Yeah, no, like April, May. Like then we did the football challenge for it. Remember, because we said, you know, why don't we do a challenge, but actually make it a football challenge?
Yeah,
so you do a skill.
With Yo-Yo.
Yeah, done a challenge with Yo-Yo.
So,
go check that out.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the don't rush kind of thing. I think the challenge thing was everyone was kind of jumping on that wave anyway.
But even then, fam, to be fair, even though that was the reason why, sorry to cut you, to a certain degree, I think during that period, like you said, a lot of people just locked in the yard, like, or just could go in their garden, or them to park with the brethren or someone who's living in the house, all that nonsense.
Yeah.
So it was just a form of escapism at that time as well, just something for people to do. I think everybody, that socials was booming at them times there, because, like I said, no one was really able to go and do anything. So,
do you remember House Party?
Oh,
what's that? Everyone was linking up on that.
Yeah,
you know, I'm never gonna lie, yeah.
That flopped, innit?
Bro, like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even a social guy like that. So that's why, like I said, when I saw this challenge and that, it just jumped out at me. It's music and football. That's all we really live for, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, we did the challenge and that. Obviously, again, got Beckford to do the challenge.
Yeah,
shout out Marcy for pulling that as well.
Shout out Beckford,
yeah, man. And what's mad is, yeah, obviously that challenge, if you go check it.
Shout out my cousin Lippy as well.
Lippy, we're still waiting for your call, cuz.
I'm not even gonna get into that. Shout out Lippy.
Yeah, for real, fam. Come on, bro.
Yeah, me.
But
yeah, man.
Yeah, so so yeah, and imagine what was so weird is Beckford did the challenge, yeah. It was basically, the challenge was just do some football skills or whatever, and then just hold up the one. And then remember when Beckford did it, and then the ball must have slightly ran away from him, and then he took a knee and caught the ball and held up the one. By chance. And at them times, they was like, oh, yo, that looks sick, right? Whatever.
And the one was obviously for the one in the Champions.
The one was for the one in the Champions that obviously you could see on a pitch.
Come on.
And then,
shout out Oz.
Yes, shout out Ozzy for that. My G. And then yeah, so he just did that by chance. And then obviously the whole the George Floyd thing happened. Which was obviously a massive moment, I think, in history, in society. So yeah, man, that obviously happened.
Rest in peace, George
yeah,
Floyd.
for real. Rest in peace, George Floyd. So, yeah, and then it kind of, not that it changed the shape of the campaign, because the campaign was always to give back and was always to help, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I think,
Change the direction.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
yeah,
And it changed not the meaning, but there was more of a purpose,
yeah,
I think. And definitely for me, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've seen a lot of seen and heard of a lot of the dramas that we have to go through, police brutality and all of that stuff and whatever. And normally, I wouldn't say like you shrug it off, but you become used to it.
you just deal with it.
Yeah, you just you get on with it. But when I saw the George Floyd one and I watched it, it took me differently. I was broken, to be honest. Yeah, it was, for me personally, I cried at the TV, I'm not going to lie. And that's the first time it's ever moved me like that, those kind of stories. Do you know what I mean? And I've had my own issues with them. And you hear about stories as well, you see it and whatever. But that particular one, even just to hear a grown man that age, like my dad's age or something, calling out for his mum,
It's mad.
then you know it's something different.
It was just the brazenness of it, bro.
It moved me spiritually. So so anyway, it took the campaign to a different level for us. Because anyway, it was all over TV. It was everywhere. And obviously the marches and stuff, and people were standing up and fighting. And listen, there's so many ways you can stand up and fight against this thing. And yeah, people were marching and whatnot. And I commend them for that as well. But it's about like real action, real change.
Of course.
You know, it's about money, power, powerful decisions, decision making in high places.
Yes.
Which we don't, as a black race, really get to do a lot. We don't really have that stature, and it's about building and growing. So yeah, with this challenge, we were gonna donate a certain amount, and then obviously when it fell through, there was obviously a lot more because we started out with it. So we thought we'd donate more, and we'll donate to more causes, and we'll give as much back as we can while we can stay afloat and just keep pushing and trying to make the little change that we can. You know what I mean? We can only do so much, but so far, where it's gone from April to here, bearing in mind we started this before all of the madness, it's just gone from strength to strength, to be honest. And
yeah, man.
Yeah, man, it's just getting bigger and better, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah, man. So, what was I going to say? So, Champions is out anyway, so make sure you go and stream that up because, we're donating to Kick It Out. We're donating to Mind. There'll be other
mental health.
Mental health. So the whole campaign really is just trying to just implement better education in terms of racial equality and mental health awareness, not just within football, but with wider society, everything. Like I said before, music and football for us is everything. So this is perfect. But yeah, man. So we're working with a lot of, not a lot of, but we're working with a couple youth organizations for now. Shout out Badu Sports. Shout out Nana Badu. AOT. Shout out Zach. Yeah. So because listen, obviously you're trying to target everybody, and everybody needs to learn, but it's the youth that's in the next 10, 15 years going to be making these decisions. And you want them to be educated in a way that when they do make these decisions that they're making change. Of course, you want to try and make change now, but this thing's not going to happen overnight. Like this fight's been happening for how long? Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
for real. And to be fair, football's a massive language. It speaks all languages. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be from where they're from to understand the game. And I'm not going to lie, like I've played in teams over the years, just wherever, semi-pro and whatnot. And you form a bond with your brothers in the changing room, no matter what colour they are. You lose together, you're winning together. It's an incredible feeling, especially when you are winning. So it's a shame sometimes when you see the racism and stuff in the crowd, because when you look at football, it is quite a together sport. It's quite, I don't know, I can't explain it. if you love football for what it is, it's like I wouldn't say it's like a religion, but I mean, I love football. I breathe football. Do you know what I mean? I would never think, we was talking about it the other day, actually, with a couple of my boys. I would never go to a match and think I'm going to start racially abusing someone. Like,
that's the thing. It's mad.
if
What
you
makes
love
you
the game?
What makes you go there and just?
Yeah, man. And for me personally, if you're not good enough on merit or whatever, then it is what it is. Then that's different for me. Yeah, of course. Say a man's rubbish or whatever, but when it starts coming to the color of his skin, even when they do bang, like when you're hard, even like say Sterling or whoever, nah, man. For me personally, I think, yeah, if you can make a little bit of change even on the pitch, and then it spreads out and they go home to their houses and they speak to their parents, or do you know what I mean? And even with the challenge and the taking of the knee, for me personally, I think the taking of the knee is quite powerful.
Very powerful.
I know there's divided opinion.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What you
I
saying?
think, yeah, man.
Without saying too much.
I always say too much. But yeah, I don't know. For me, taking a knee is not just a. Listen, it's a PR thing if you don't do nothing after it, and I think if you just stop it now, then it's definitely a PR thing because it just looks like you're just doing it because everybody's doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like even this Black History Month thing now, like we're launching this thing towards the back end of October because we're not just looking to do it for October and then everybody's doing this October and then everyone goes quiet. Because even now, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, is there any more marches really happening? I'm sure there's madness.
I was going to say the same thing.
There's madness in America again. Like, I swear they shot that another guy or whatever. I think I saw.
Whatever the knife.
So, yeah. So that's, I'm not going to get into all of that.
Yeah, it's I mean, to be fair, for me, right now, it's definitely, I mean, we've got shout out to some of the young kids and the young G's that have done the challenge as well, and the girls, the ladies, and everyone else that's been involved. Because for me, like, it's nice to see that all colours are kind of on board. When I say on board, I mean, like, obviously people will come out and speak about racism quietly or in their house. You don't really see it much on TV, or you don't hear about much on the news. But with everything that's happening now, to see all colours kind of marching, to see all colours taking part in the challenge, and some people speaking up, the conversations being had on like Sky Sports or wherever you see it.
Yeah.
It's nice and encouraging to know that the awkward conversations are being had.
I think that's what's made this one different. Of course, it's not perfect. Listen, there's still a long way to go. But I think for me, seeing everyone, because I think sometimes when you might have an issue as a Black person and you mention it, and it's just you feel like people are going, here we go, or whatever.
To be fair, even if you weren't Black, like, say you had a madness, because I've had it, like, just nothing to do with colour, and you turn around and you're like, yo, bro, do you see what happened? Like, boom, boom, and everyone's silent. And you blatantly know they witnessed it. And you blatantly know you was in the right and the person was in the wrong. But if everyone stays silent, then you got no
it's
argument.
just your word against theirs.
Yeah.
And that's what it's felt like.
And then if it's your word against
however many people or a system,
there you go. And that's what it feels like. But now
it's not just
like
your
you turn
word.
around and you ask 7 people and maybe 3 of them say, yeah, I heard that.
And they don't just look like you. They're just doing it for the and that's what people need to understand. It's not a colour thing. It's just
what's right and wrong.
It's a right and wrong. It's
Yeah,
a good
man.
and evil for me. Do you know what I mean? It's an education thing. It's about learning. Because there's no one sitting here preaching, or no one here knows everything. We're going to say certain things that might divide opinion. Like I said, me and my brother argue all the time, or debate all the time about things. So
it's just what I personally feel.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's all a learning. It's a learning curve, and everybody's learning, regardless of your race.
But I'm definitely more woke now.
Yeah, and I think the George Floyd thing, I hate to always go back to it, but it woke up a lot of people.
You shouldn't hate to go back to it.
No.
In that sense, it was changed for a reason.
Yeah, no, of course, but it's still a man losing his life.
Oh, no, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no, not like that.
And at the same time, he's not the only person in that instance has lost his life. You know, there's loads of Black people that have been in that situation.
I think it helped a lot of people stand up and speak. I think, me personally, definitely did. Like, I got situations where it's going on in my personal life that it's definitely motivated me to not. Well, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, it's made me. But more time, you just get up and go to the next thing, or you just forget about it, or you move on. And now you're just like, nah, Why would I like? I'm trying to, you know what? I've tried so hard not to swear a couple times. So I'm just gonna go off like, but yeah. So I don't know, but anyway, what I wanted to really speak to you about more so, just because I got this football with me and I love the game so much. You telling me about football, man? What are you saying? What's your teams? Who you supporting?
You know.
Who don't you like?
I've been nice to you.
Who's winning the league?
Well, I don't like. Well, it's United. Obviously, United's a team that we're repping. Obviously, you know what it is. You know what it is.
Real.
Some
real winners.
Yeah. What are you saying? What we got Arsenal man over here? Yeah.
Arsenal in the building as well. So
what are we saying? Tottenham.
We got a Tottenham fan in the building.
We got undercover Tottenham fan. So you're shaking your head. But nah, man, flipping what Champions League, popping. What are you saying, you man? Europa Thursday night football, Cartoon Network football. But
nah,
yeah,
I
man.
got love for some of the Arsenal.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Watch the match, popping still. United.
How much you guys pay for Maguire again?
What, 80 mil? 80 mil?
See silence.
Listen, he's the man, you know. It's just a blip.
He's just having, he's having a rough patch.
It's just a rough patch.
Yeah, I personally don't think he's 80 mil.
But that's the market, innit?
Yeah, you know what I mean. But but then again, if he proves himself over like a next, I don't know, 2-year period, then you'd say, yeah, he's worth 80 mil. So sometimes you go for the price tag, but then you have to live up to the price tag, or you can perform up to a price tag. You know what I mean? Players got to settle in. And to be fair, he had a bit of drama, then he came back, he scored a goal.
Nah, for real.
So
he's doing this thing. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Trunkie in the team though. That performance against PSG, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
If any other of our defenders I feel was in that position,
when they brought him on the other day, he came on and played on the right. He didn't. He looked out.
He's a centre back for me.
Yeah, he didn't.
Definitely. Like when Mbappe shifted it, I was like, game over. But everyone knows about Mbappe. But yeah, when Trunkie kept up, made that tackle, I was like, okay. Listen, even I remember saying in the after in the studio and that it's going to be difficult not to pick him. Obviously, at the same time, you can't just drop your 2 centre backs you're working with because a man has a good game. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. For United, we need to definitely
and that's the thing. Another thing about even that, like, you can have a solid game, probably one of the best games of your life. I mean, he was out for like a year, I think. Came back, maybe played that game, and still not start. And with football, I mean, yeah, most things you have to have tough skin. But even when we play football, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't deal with just being like playing good and then getting dropped.
Yeah. For
me,
me, everything's got politics, but for me, football has mad politics.
Yeah.
Like,
personally, I felt that anyway.
Yeah. Like
if you ain't washing the kit. Or like chopping up the oranges or something.
I ain't washing up no man's kit.
You know, when it's there. Like, you know like when you was younger, Sunday League and that, or whatever, you always had the dad's son was the captain or something.
Bruv, listen.
And then you had the woman that used to wash the kit, so her son always played and he was dead.
Any team out there...
Like, you can't say no, because I had one, I won't say his name, and he was good.
No, if they're good, then it's calm. But even then, I don't know. I just don't...
No, if he deserves to be captain, he can be captain. It doesn't bother me. If on merit, if your dad's the manager or whatever, and you deserve to be captain and you can play, then
of course.
Cool.
No,
but most of the time they're
washed.
Yeah,
that is one thing about Sunday League, but I could not, bruv. Don't make your son captain if your son is dead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for me,
because if you think we don't talk about it in the changing room, we do. If you think we ain't WhatsApping it on the slide, there's nothing on the slide. It's open.
Yeah, he's getting dug out.
Why would you nah? For me, I can't do it. And that's the thing, like you said about football. It's mad politics, and it's.
Yeah, you gotta be, and that's why I salute them still, because you have to be mentally.
Yeah, 100%. Especially in this day and age as well.
Yeah, just to make it through, and there's a lot of rejection, and even that will come onto stuff like that, like in the further episodes, just the mental health side, and just we'll get people down just to speak on things and how we can help and better educate people, because when you do get rejected in football, it is disheartening.
Very difficult.
You know what I mean, and it's difficult to bounce back. Sometimes it depends on who you are. So yeah, man, there's a lot of factors to it as well. Even just your physique, your nutrition,
physical presence. I got told that physical presence.
Yeah,
He's really good, but his physical presence.
But these times, everyone around us, okay, yeah, they were foreign and they were hard, but all the top players or most of the best players, they were all small.
Yeah,
from what I knew.
But it's definitely it's a global thing in football, but it's definitely more of an English thing in football where your physique matters more than if you can actually play football. Like I feel like your physical attributes matter more than if you can. Oh, I actually wanted that to come to me as well, you know.
I wasn't trying to hit the goal. I was trying to just ping it.
But what was I gonna say? Like, for me, do you know what I mean? Where someone like Thiago, how many English men play like Thiago? Like, just with that tech, I don't know. I just feel like it's football's a cultural thing as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. But I do feel like if you do have that flair, I think there's certain players like Joe Cole.
Very true.
Who else had it? I think Wilshere had it to a degree when he was playing. If you have, there's certain, I don't know, like if you have that flair, I feel like, thank you, I feel like they normally stifle it when you're from England. Well, when we were playing, obviously we had a couple stints.
Keep it simple.
Level. Yeah,
see
you
that
get all
saying?
of that circus football, but the minute you're a foreigner and you're busting tricks, it's calm. Do you know what I mean? And mine is if you've got a player, whether he's English or not, that's willing to do it. Now it's not so bad.
It's a lot better now.
Yeah,
it's a lot better now.
Definitely, I see like Rash. He's probably the only English guy I see attempt to flip flap. No, not even attempt. He busts.
He busts it. Rash busts.
Yeah. Shout out Rashford still. Come on.
United man. I mean, that's in Arsenal man. Bust that. Nah, I'm playing.
But yeah, no, you popped the flip
Reece
flap
Nelson.
a couple times.
What was it? We were watching it. Was it yesterday?
Dippers.
Yeah, Reece Nelson was it.
Don't forget about Saka, man.
Like Saka's.
He's not a dippers. Like,
Saka's
I'm
a
talking
poppers.
about skills, like just mad skills.
He's a poppers though, and he's left footed as well.
Yeah, it's hard.
But yeah.
Yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember now. What was I even saying now?
I don't even know, fam. Let's go on to the next thing.
No. So, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, so they stifle it, I feel. And you don't really get too many flair. Like even like Foden, I think he's hard, but there's only like one of them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
When you look at Spain, bruv, Spain just
they churn. Holland,
churn, fam.
Do you know what I mean? Brazil,
churn.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Like, can you imagine the amount of Brazilian men that don't make it?
Yeah, exactly.
That are deep.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better now, I think. But yeah, man. So I don't even know what I was even talking about. Even getting to this point. But yeah, I'm all about flair players for me. Ronaldinho, that's my guy. That's my GOAT. Messi's obviously.
Yeah,
he changed.
What is that your favorite player like that you've seen of like that's to you that's your best player of all time?
You know what? Yeah.
Let's say since you've been born, because since you've started watching football properly.
Yeah. For me, it's okay. All right. For me personally, it's Messi. He's just an alien. I don't even see him as a football player. He's not like I don't think anyone can compare to Messi in that sense. But just in general, I just think raw talent, everything. I think Messi's just. I don't even know when people have to make a comparison because you always compare something to something, but there isn't one.
Nah,
in my opinion, Messi's out there on his own.
Yeah.
But then the player for me that changed football and just everything was Ronaldinho. When I saw him, Ronaldinho for me was just, yeah, man. And what I loved about it was he just always played with a smile. Like he just he loved it. Like he played to entertain you as the fan watching him.
My one would be Cristiano Ronaldo at United.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. For me, I.
Oh, you mean he changed it for you? Like,
yeah.
He wasn't better than Ronaldinho though.
Nah. Probably not. But for me, personally.
But it's weird though because you think Messi's better than him now, isn't it?
Yeah. Ronaldo changed his game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he grew. Like he evolved.
Messi plays the same now to the way he played 15 years ago.
Yeah. He just
to the way he played
adapts his
when
game
he was
more.
five. However, there's one video I've seen on YouTube, bruv. He's obviously he was always small, but he just halfway line, literally, ref blows the whistle. Wait, this bit, man. It's literally from the off.
Messi's a madman.
Yeah,
still.
but Ronaldo at United for me, because it was I used to love
with the
gigs.
high tape in it. I used to bust the
with
white tape
sock.
up to man's knee.
But yeah, it was gigs for me first. Obviously, I used to love gigs, and then Ronaldo came, and I was like, nah,
This guy is different.
Nah.
Yeah.
and obviously he was raw talent, but the way even like
That's what I loved about him then, though. He didn't care. He'll bust a trick wherever. Obviously, you have to mold your game. Sorry to interrupt you, but
no, that's cool.
yeah, he was because we used to just love where he just dip, man. Just don't even care about it. And for me, that's what I love about Ronaldinho. He done it at the highest level, the top flight, still entertaining that way.
Cold.
Yeah, Ronaldo, the second Ronaldo, he molded his game, but dumbed it down. If anything, I think it made it less entertaining.
He made his game just.
He's just a machine,
just clinical,
just stats.
just machine,
yeah,
just
figures.
You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking
goals.
it.
No, definitely not. He's a goat. But he's not my goat.
but yeah, at United, I probably enjoyed watching him more at United, I would say, than I did at Real Madrid. Although his end product was better and stuff like that. Just in terms of entertainment and just enjoying the game and just watching someone do something that no one else is doing. Like scoring
But
a
if
lot.
I was to study something, football, like if I was playing like up top or whatever, and I was to study movement, I'd study him.
Yeah,
I'd watch him.
He's
Yeah,
a beast.
definitely.
And his Ronaldo's determination and his desire to succeed is crazy. Like,
I think we go twos. Alright, let's go twos, man. We're not good enough for ones yet.
nah, don't say that. Now we gotta stay ones now, fam. Nah, we gotta stay ones. How much we getting? 10.
Alright, go on 10. We get 3 goes. Alright, start now. Alright, what's that? Second go now, yeah.
Yeah.
I killed it.
Nah.
Last go, and we're officially dead.
Nah.
Whee! Alright, boom. 1.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Hey! Come on. We ain't dead no more.
Pressure makes diamonds, boy.
We woke, boy.
The first like 7 takes.
For real.
Hey. You know, bro, I wasn't being dead, you know. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, nah, for real.
That third one had to come in still.
Winners. That's another thing as well. I'll say, like,
Mentality.
yeah, man. What's nice, what I will say, I think as I've got older, watching football as well, especially over here now, we have more of a like winning mentality. Before it was all of this taking part stuff.
Participating.
And you can come third and you can come fourth and it don't matter as long as you're there and nah, man. Obviously, it's all about being number one, but for me, also being a team player. But I think not even just football, just life, your walk of life. I think just trying to be a winner or trying to be successful, I think if you do it in sport or you find a passion and you do it in that and you achieve or you have that particular ideology, yeah, man, it definitely empowers you some way in your walk of life. It's definitely helped me personally anyway. And with this challenge, it allows maybe not just kids, anyone to kind of post it up and voice their opinion or without saying too much.
And just get the conversation going.
Yeah, man.
Like,
just support.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Even when we was chatting to, we was on the Zoom call with Badu, Tasha as well. Shout out Tasha, Frankie as well, and jeez. And yeah, we was talking about a lot of the kids actually wanted to take the knee. You know, they wanted to do it themselves. And that's what we mean about the youth being able to tap into it and to learn about it. And apparently they'll even write in letters and saying that they want to do it. So if we can continue that, and like I said, it's not just about the gesture of taking the knee, but it's about that being the first point of action.
I love seeing it.
I love seeing it.
Yeah.
And it's weird because...
And I love when they put their fist up.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I want to see it in the crowd.
Yeah, though, not no feeble fist. Like,
no, I want the crowd to be there and I want to see that. Because you know what, for me, the reason why I want to see them take a knee when the crowd come back.
Because
I know
there'll be something.
Yeah, it will definitely get to certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the certain people that you don't want in the crowd. Because you shouldn't really have a problem with it. It's like even down to the whole, was it, whole Ofcom stuff, was it?
Ashley Banjo.
Yeah.
All of that.
Britain's
Like,
got talent.
And who's the comedian as well?
yeah, I saw that one.
He came second or third, isn't it?
Yeah, I seen that one as
Remember,
well.
I don't even know. But
3,000 Ofcom complaints.
Yeah, I see, yeah, because he was making some BLM, no, Black History Month.
Yeah, that's
show
what
he done.
Loads of jokes
Yeah.
about that. But the good thing is that they Ofcom turned around and said it's comes from the freedom of speech, so like get lost basically.
Yeah,
what you
like-
talking about, man. But that's what I'm saying.
What are you moaning about?
There's always gonna be people out there that's gonna chat a bag of waffle. You feel me? So for me, I just feel like it's nice that if you do it when the crowd's there, the ones that got a problem, you can just wean them out.
And yeah, back onto my next point, bro. Sorry to cut you. Like that's the thing with this challenge as well. We're gonna listen. It's a long process.
Wrap up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. But this Champions Challenge is a long process. Like I said, the reason why we're even doing this in the back end of October into November is because we're not trying to just do this for October and it's done. Like, this is something we're going to be doing regularly. We're going to be doing podcasts.
As long as racism is...
so we're going to be here.
That ain't going nowhere for now.
Exactly, so we're going to be here.
But I feel like, do you feel like you have almost like a responsibility to do something in your positions as artists and as...
Yeah, like using my. I mean, to be fair, that's my character anyway, bro. Like I probably challenge and argue too much, but yeah, obviously, definitely using my platform, to get it out there. But like I said, even if it wasn't using my platform, like my own individual battles that I may have on my journey that no one might not know about, I still challenge them. It's not about just challenging something or whatever because everybody's watching.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? I've got challenges going on in my personal. Acing is personal now that no one would know. No one's. I'm fighting it, and it's a racial thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't want no one to think that this is something like it's never for show. And that's the thing. Like, I'll be honest, we didn't go to the marches. Personally, I didn't want to go because. For me, I felt the rage and the anger I personally had, I didn't think it would be healthy for me to go. And my message is just because you maybe didn't go to the marches or whatever doesn't mean you can't do your bit or you can't contribute in another way. Like this battle is on so many different
like
levels.
Like you're saying, there's so many ways to fight a war.
Yeah, of course.
Was
it to skin a cat or kill a cat?
I mean, wars are fought in so many different levels.
Different levels, different times. Like, you know what I mean? Like what's that saying? You win a battle, you ain't won a war.
Well, yeah, I mean, you fight wars financially. You fight wars on ground level with arms. You fight wars, documents. There's so many ways, and that's what I meant for me earlier when I was saying about just the black people as a race. How I personally feel is, yeah, you can march and you can do this and do that, but until we're making them decisions and shutting things down the way the others do, or being able to, I don't think nothing will change. So that's where the action comes into it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's where we need to get the knowledge, re-educate ourselves, educate ourselves.
That's what my point was. Sorry to cut you. I went on a mad tangent. But yeah, you was talking about the fans in the crowd when taking a knee and seeing it. And that's what I mean in terms of action. Like CCTV, you look got bare CCTV everywhere. You catch man for anything. See who these people are. Find them, whatever, and ban them for life. Like, I think somebody who abused Mo Salah, I didn't read the article,
like 3 years
fully got 3-year ban or something. Like, even then, I was like, oof.
But it's a start, I guess.
It's a start, yeah. I guess so, but not even just
but to be fair, we're past starts and that, man.
Yeah, man is what? He's going to come back after 3 years.
Players have been
is he having education? Is he getting rehabilitated? Like, man is, bro, you know.
He's going to go do his thing, come back.
You know what the deal is, bro. Free lifetime ban. And that's another thing is what are the punishments?
The sanctions.
What are the sanctions? What's happening? Like in terms of like you get fined more for like showing the wrong brand or something on your shorts. I think when Bentner must have when Bentner must have done a celebration or something. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. But I'm sure he done a celebration. He must have showed some brand or something, and he got fined more money than teams that get fined for race. You know what I mean? For racial abuse and that. Like it's just peanuts to these people. So my one is it's about a deterrent. It's about, do you know what I mean? Like. stopping people? Are you actually trying to stop people doing these things, or are you just
looking
saying
like,
that you're
looking
trying
like
to
you're
stop?
trying to stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
You're
mean?
just doing a
Dock
little
points.
job.
If you get caught doing it twice or
Yeah.
whatever, you dock a point. Like, are you trying to stop it? There's other things you can do. Listen, I'm not trying to say we could change the world today or tomorrow, and that we can get the Premier League to start docking people points. But we could try.
They should have been doing that from early anyway.
Of course, but
There needs to be affirmative action.
there needs to be. Yes, there needs to be.
Because then if that's the case, if they dock points, the team will go through the CCTV and they will find them people because they don't want to lose no more points. So so someone will locate them. Do you know what I mean? And
Something
if
needs
you're
to
losing
happen,
points
bro.
as a team, if it was my team, I'd make sure I find you because you ain't coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think you guys touched on it. Education is the key.
Yeah,
Of course.
education, and sometimes it's
Yeah.
re-educating because listen, we don't know it all. You know what I mean? There's still mistakes that I make every day. There's still theories that I may have that people will disagree with. So
Of course.
I'm always willing to re-educate myself. I'm always trying to see
Mm-hmm.
what I can read up on, or do you know what I mean? And not everything you do read up on is always going to be legit. So you have to obviously make your own decisions. But what I like about, well, not what I like, but what I can say about what's happening now is it's black and white, innit? Do you know what I mean? You see it for what it is. Do you know what I mean?
But it's still.
We saw on TV what the football match, the guys doing monkey signs. Like,
Yeah,
broad day, like, fully-
was Man City, Man United? I think you did it to Fred.
Covered.
And people need to understand, obviously, football and all these other things are just a reflection of society. It's a mirror of society. Like, that's. I'm not saying it's ever gone away, but I would say in the last 5 years or so, it's ramped up. I don't know. Somebody might.
Well, definitely on
with
social
me.
media.
So
Yeah.
it's
Do you think
just.
it's ramped up, or do you think that it's become sort of more accessible to everybody?
I think
Through social media and through media platforms being shared more.
I think obviously social media makes everything makes everything bigger, everything broader. But I think in terms of I'm not trying to get into politics and all that too much, but your leaders, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bun them. Man.
Yeah, blood. If you're
Bun
gonna
them.
be, do you know what I mean? Calling
That's
people.
that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother.
Save that for another
conversation.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother. That's a whole
Yeah,
nother-
actually, yeah. Ace knows me, boy.
Yeah, bun that.
I'm about to start.
But yeah,
But,
definitely. But on the flip side though to that, and what I do love about football and about the challenge is the love and the passion, and like I said, the togetherness. Because for me, I'm not gonna lie, when I get on a pitch, okay, I wouldn't say I forget everything, even if you're being racially abused. But that aside, on 95% of the time, it's an okay game. The majority of the crowd are cool, and you enjoy what you watch or you enjoy playing it. You don't get racially abused all the time. It's the small few in it. You know, it's always the minority. So yeah, and with that being said, football for me and for most people, it's just like, I don't know, man. I watch all games. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's like, I don't know, League One or whatever. If it's on,
Watch it.
it's on TV. Yeah,
Watch it. Watch everything.
Women's League. If it's on, we're watching it.
Yeah.
The American League.
Yeah. Everything.
The
bro.
League,
The youth
Spanish,
thing,
everything. Yeah.
anything.
So, yeah, man, and it's also powerful, and I don't think people don't realize how powerful the game is.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? How much it does. I mean, even just growing up playing ball, just where we used to go out and play ball on the estate and that, my cousin's estate and whatnot. Yeah, man. Even then, you link up with all types of people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And from young, you just play ball till the sun went down, and you just innocent, just playing football.
Made you, yeah. I think
Playground football.
that's one thing, especially in the
Park
ends.
football.
Like, it didn't matter who you were. in
Every
the
man linked
end,
up.
Every man played ball.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of the men know each other now. Do you know what I mean?
Through ball. Like,
Yeah.
You see me, Captain Tradini. They thought the movement was done, but we came right back. Hakimi, she ain't no one if she don't support. Sent her back, Maldini. I'm wishing to win, Genie. I show him the game, BT. I'm out this world, ET. Phone me, air games to the home team. I'm cutting in like a won't be. I'm in the car like Shinobi. Noisy neighbors taking notice. No, we just came for the trophies. Short like Scott, like Ox. It's smoky. I'm trying to get it for the whole team, but oh nah, you wanna go keep. Oh yeah, we got the goal key. Ain't trying to go backwards. Trying to make change for my dogs, them know my neck. That
So as you get older and you have your madnesses and whatnot, you know a man from playing ball here, playing ball there, all the local teams and stuff. And to be fair, sometimes you form little bonds and little connections. You might not be tight with them, but you see a man and hail him just because
you know him from football, and it's a
if
thing
he's
where
deep, then you're like
you rate him more. Nah, of
that's
course,
my brother, like.
definitely playing ball not brought you respect in the end, but
if you was a baller, definitely
the
helped.
man them just rated you because you was a baller. Like if you could spit, if you was a baller, the man them rated you still, and it was like you said, in terms of just bringing people together. Football,
football's kind of what we had, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
like I said, football and music, like that's literally it, and that's literally the.
And it's not a case to say that's all you can do.
No,
all you can
of course
achieve. Nah, definitely. I mean, that's just my personal passions. We've done other things, obviously, but for me personally, football, it's definitely more than just a sport. Do you know what I mean? It definitely does a lot more for me than just kicking a ball and whatnot. So, yeah, man, being able to do the Champions Challenge and merge the two, the football and the music, I think are two greatest loves. I can't really ask for something better. And for what it's doing, the message it's sending out, how we're being able to help. You know what I mean? Raising awareness, being able to do the podcast,
yes,
and just give our views and stuff. It's definitely a great feeling has come together.
Make sure you guys get involved in the Champions Challenge.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't be shy.
At
Champions Challenge, CHAMP1ons.
I was going to say you didn't have to spell champions, but you got the
but I had the one
in
in there. I ain't spelling the challenge. You guys spelling challenge, I don't know about you. But what's it called? Yeah, so Champions Challenge. Again, if you're doing your challenges, remember to nominate your friends as well to do it. Also, again, when you do the challenge, like I said, we appreciate that you getting involved and stuff, but also go and educate yourself on something. Do you know what I mean? Go and read up on something to do with not just racial equality, mental health, because that's what it's about as well, mental health. Just dealing with everything. These last, I think, obviously, again, from March onwards to now, I think racial equality and mental health have been the big agendas. And it should be everyone's priority. I think, do you know what I mean? It's the most important thing right now, and I think it always has been. Do you know what I mean? Your mental health and this, like I said, this fight for equality. So yeah, man, just get involved, educate yourself, tell a friend to tell a friend,
and just do what's right, innit?
Yeah,
to be honest, it ain't even about no follow fashion stuff or like. It's just doing what's right. If you see something happening, you would, innit? You know what I mean? No matter what colour. Sorry to cut you.
No.
But yeah, just speak up, innit? To be honest. And like I said, shout out to the people that are. Shout out to the people that are getting involved.
Yes.
Shout out to people that are willing to get involved.
Yes.
And there's so many ways to express yourself. But yeah, man, with this one, like I said, you could do it from your garden, you can do it from the park, in your living room, your bedroom. You ain't got to go out and say too much or do too much. And it keeps you active as well. Keeps you doing something and you're contributing. And we love and respect it still. So, yeah, man.
20%.
So we got some more episodes coming up real soon.
Yes.
Obviously, we're looking to get down some people that we've been chatting to that's really rocking with the campaign, innit?
Of course, we're going to have some reps from Kick It Out.
Yeah. Shout out Marcus Gell.
Yes, for real.
Troy Townsend.
Yeah. What's it? Coach YS.
Yeah, shout out Coach YS.
Shout out Coach YS. Some of the Champions challenges that he's been getting in, obviously, shout him out as well, because in the community he works with the kids and he's
and the Hackney Wick football team. Hackney Wick,
first team coach.
Yeah. So shout out all the Hackney Wick.
Yeah, really. Shout out the Hackney Wick lot.
Football team and all of that.
Sanga as well. Yeah, man. So we're literally going to be getting people down here, talking about their experiences, what they've been through, and just what we can do moving forward, what we can actually do to change things. I think it's really important that we speak about it, like what A said earlier, even if it's sometimes is uncomfortable conversations. We
leave some ideas in the comments.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I don't know why I done that. Why did I do that? What did I know what that was about, but yeah, leave some ideas and stuff
do that.
in the comments. That would be great. You know what I mean? We ain't perfect. Yeah, hit the like button, all that, subscribe and all of that.
For real.
But yeah, man, because we just going with it. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes we just come here just to talk.
Yeah.
Just say what we got to say.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? There's no, I mean, it's not gospel.
Of course, that's the thing as well. Yes, it's not like we said before. This is not gospel. Like we're
how
here.
we feel, innit?
Yeah, man, it's how we feel,
Yeah,
and we're here to learn and that. And like I said, if somebody comes on here with a different perspective or a different view, like, of course, we fucking no racist. Excuse my French, but yeah, people don't be afraid to ask questions if you don't know something. If you want to learn something, do you know what I mean? It's not
come out of the box, innit?
Yeah, man, we're not trying to. We're not attacking people. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people. Like I was speaking to my friend who was just even saying about even using the word coloured, like she didn't really know.
All right, you can go into the next episode all of this.
I know. But I'm just saying in terms of people needing to be educated. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just wanting to learn. Just wanting to learn is the main thing.
We could talk. That's the thing as well. We could talk about this for hours. And what I do want as well going forward, even with the episodes and with the challenge and stuff, is about the positivity, because I want to be able to talk about it for hours, but talk about it because it's progressing, and talk about it because things are changing. Talk about it because there's more love about, and there's more equality. I don't want to be talking and be on an episode whatever, or talking to my friend 5 years down the line and be talking about the same problems and the same, do you know what I mean?
No, but I definitely think it's progressing, fam, in the sense where...
Oh, yeah.
The reason why you're seeing a lot more of the hate is because you're seeing a lot more of the love.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, it's not about always coming on here and moaning. Not moaning, because you're not moaning.
Nah,
you're talking about something that's really happening. But like I said, it's the cup's not always half empty. Sometimes it's half full. And like I said, with everything, with more the mental health talk, more people just being open and talking about things. Even me and you just talking about things more openly, having conversations and stuff. And just everybody just being more united and being open to talk about things. Like I said, that's definitely helped.
It's a start, innit?
It's a start, bro. And like we said, it's a start. There's definitely more things that we're going to be doing going forward, working with people, trying to actually implement things and action things.
We're going to have a little tournament soon.
Yeah, of course.
Champ1ons Challenge Tournament. That's going to be banging.
Of course. Might have the remix to the tune as well. Like, there's so much ideas and things that we do that we're going to do and we're going to implement. But yeah, man,
just keep it growing, innit?
Of course, we're just about keeping it growing. Like I said, this just started from a little... Damn. This has started from just seeing a challenge.
Yeah.
Just a rap challenge, and now it's this.
Anyway.
So yeah.
Boom.
So guys, thank you for tuning in. You was on the Chat with Champions. Myself, Trunkie.
Yeah, it's Maxi Ace.
Like I said, enjoy it because you ain't gonna see him again.
Catch you on the other side.
But yeah, man,
Love.
we'll catch you next week, next month, whenever it is, with a banging show again.
She don't support, sent her back, Maldini. I'm wishing to win, Genie. I show him the game, BT. I'm out of this world, ET. Phone me, A games to the home team. I'm cutting in like a Wobie. I'm in the car like Shinobi. Noisy neighbors taking notice. No, we just came for the trophies. Short, like Scott, like Ox, it's smoky. I'm trying to get it for the whole team, but oh, nah, you wanna goal keep. Oh, yeah, we got the goal key. Ain't trying to go backwards. Trying to make change for my dogs, them no man lick that shot like